All right, let's get started. In this explainer, we're going to build your very first English conversation from the ground up, step by step. The goal? To get you speaking with confidence. So let's dive right in. You know that feeling, right? You've learned how to say hello, but then what comes next? Just silence. Your mind totally blanks. Well, today we are going to fix that for good. We're going to build a super simple framework so that you never get stuck like that again. So where do we start? Well, every great conversation, every friendship, it all starts with just a single word. So it makes sense that that's exactly where we're going to begin, with those very first words. Okay, these 5 phrases right here, think of them as your keys to opening pretty much any conversation. Hello and hi are the easy ones. They work anytime, anywhere. No thinking required. For the others, you just have to look at the clock. Is it the morning? Say good morning. See? It's really that simple. All right, so you've said hello. Now what? You need a tool, right? Something to start building actual sentences with. Well, let's talk about maybe the most powerful, the most essential verb in all of English, the verb to be. Think of this verb as the Swiss Army knife of English. Seriously, with just this one little tool, you can suddenly talk about, well, pretty much everything. Who you are, what something is, how you're feeling, even where you're located. It does so much heavy lifting in the language. And you want to know the best part? This absolute superpower of a verb only has just three simple forms when we're talking about the present. Am, is, and are. That is it. 3 little words. That's all you have to remember. Now, take a look at this. There's a really simple pattern here, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Each pronoun has its own special partner. It always hangs out with am. He and she, they're a team with is. And then everybody else, you, we, and they all use are. See that pattern? Once you get that, you've basically mastered it. Okay, let's put this into action. It's time to build maybe the most important part of any introduction, talking about you. And here it is. This is the first, most fundamental sentence you're going to build. You just take I and am, squish them together to get I'm, and then you just say your name. I'm John. Simple, right? But also super clear and powerful. But wait, don't just stop at your name. Just look at how much you can do with this one little structure. You can talk about your nationality. I'm from Canada. You can tell someone your age. I'm 20 years old. You can even answer that classic question, how are you? With I'm fine, thanks. It's all done with that simple I'm. Okay, but what if you need to say the opposite? What if you need to say what you aren't? Well, the trick is so simple. You just add one tiny word, not. So I'm John becomes I'm not John. And boom, just like that, you now know how to make both positive and negative statements. So far, this has all been about us, right? We've just been talking. But a conversation? Well, that takes 2 people. So it's time to learn how to ask questions and turn this monologue into a real dialogue. This question right here, this is the golden key. After you say who you are, I'm Maria, this is the absolute perfect thing to say next. What's your name? It's an invitation. It brings the other person into the conversation and shows them, hey, I'm interested in you too. So how do you form other simple questions like this? It's just a little flip. That's it. A statement like, you are from Canada, becomes a question just by flipping the first 2 words. Are you from Canada? See? The verb just jumps to the front. It's a really simple switch that turns any statement into a question. Okay, so now that you know that little trick, here's your essential question toolkit. You already know how to talk about yourself. And now you've got the 4 key questions you need to learn about someone else. I mean it. These questions are literally the engine that will drive your first conversation. All right, check this out. We have all the pieces now, right? We've got the greetings, we've got the statements about ourselves, we've got the questions for other people. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's put them all together and assemble your very first complete dialogue. Just look at this flow. It's like a simple, logical dance, isn't it? Step 1, greet. Hello. Step 2, introduce yourself. I'm Maria. Step 3, ask a question. What's your name? They respond, and then you finish with something polite. That's it. That's a complete, successful conversation, and you now have every single tool you need to do it yourself. And before we wrap up, here are a few extra phrases that are going to make your conversations even smoother. Think of these as the polish. They're just those little polite expressions that help you start and end things in a really friendly, natural way. And this really brings us to the whole point of this, the ultimate goal. You have to remember, a good conversation is not a speech. It's a balanced exchange, a two-way street. You talk, and then you ask a question. They answer, and then maybe they ask a question back. All the tools we've gone over today, they're designed to help you build your half of that bridge. So there you have it, the greetings, the I'm statements, the questions, and a simple flow to put it all together. You literally have every single piece of the puzzle you need to start a real conversation in English. The only thing left to do is, well, to use them. So I guess the only real question left is, who are you going to talk to first?